technology. Sewing machineries. Sewing machines are specialized machines designed for stitching fabric and other materials together. They play a crucial role in the textile and garment industry, as well as in various other applications where stitching is required. Classifications of sewing machines. Mechanical sewing machine operated manually with mechanical controls suitable for basic sewing tasks. Electronic sewing machines include electronic components for added features, may have computerized controls for stitch selections and customization. Computerized sewing machine. Advanced machines with a computerized interface offer a wide range of stitches and programmable settings. Industrial sewing machines designed for heavy duty and high volume production, used in factories for tasks like garment manufacturing, upholstery, and leatherwork. Domestic sewing machines intended for home use, common in various types, including mechanical, electronic, and computerized models. Embroidery machines, specifically designed for adding decorative stitching and patterns, can be stand-alone or combined with sewing functions. Quilting machines, designed for quilting tasks and creating intricate patterns, often have features like a wide working space and specialty quilting stitches. Surger or overlock machines, used for finishing fabric edges by trimming and enclosing them, commonly used in garment constructions. Cover stitch machines, specialized machines for creating professional looking hems, especially on knit fabrics. Walking foot machines, equipped with a walking foot mechanism to ensure even feeding of thick or multiple layers of fabric. Buttonhole machines, specifically designed for automated buttonhole stitching, can be standalone or integrated into other sewing machines. Blind stitch machines, used for creating nearly invisible hems, commonly in garment production. Leather sewing machines, heavy duty machines designed for sewing leather and other thick materials, feature specialized components to handle tough materials. Single needle versus double needle machines. Single needle machines have one needle for stitching, while double needle machines have two. Double needle machines create parallel lines of stitching. Free arm versus flat bed machines. Free arm machines have a removable section allowing easier access to cylindrical or tubular items. Flatbed machines have a flat sewing surface suitable for general sewing tasks. Manual versus automatic machines. Manual machines require more hands on control, while automatic machines offer features like automatic threading, cutting, and tension adjustment. Parts functions of single needle machines. Needle pieces the fabrics to create stitches. Needle clamp holds the needle in place and facilitates its movement. Needle bar moves up and down, carrying the needle and creating stitches. Presser foot holds the fabric in place against the feed dogs, ensuring smooth and even fabric feed during stitching. Pressure footer lever raises and lowers the pressure foot to allow for the insertion and removal of fabric. Feed dogs move the fabric forward and backward beneath the pressure foot, aiding in even stitching. Bobbin case hold the bobbin and regulates the tension of the lower thread. Bobbin contains the lower thread which combines with the upper thread to form stitches. Bobbin winder winds thread onto the bobbin. Tension discs regulate the tensions of the upper thread to ensure even stitches. Tension dial allows adjustment of the tension applied to the upper thread. Thread guide guides the thread through various paths to maintain proper tension and prevent tangling. Thread take-up lever moves up and down, helping to maintain consistent tension in the upper thread. Stitch length regulator. Adjust the length of the stitches. Reverse stitch lever. Allows the machine to sew stitches in reverse, reinforcing the beginning and ends of seams. Bobbin winding tension disc regulates the tension on the thread while winding the bobbin. Hand wheel allows manual control of the needle and take up lever for precise stitching. Balance wheel lock locks the balance wheel in place to prevent unintentional movement. Needle plate supports the fabric during stitching and provides a smooth surface for the feed dogs. Thread cutter cuts the thread after stitching. Double needle machine. A double needle sewing machine has the same such is a sewing machine equipped with two needles. These machines are used for creating parallel lines of stitching simultaneously, which can be decorative or functional. Needles. Two needles are used to create parallel lines of stitching. Needle clamps holds the needles in place and facilitate their movement. Needle bars move up and down, carrying the needles and creating stitches. Presser foot holds the fabric in place against the feed dogs, ensuring smooth and even fabric feed during stitching. Presser foot lever raises and lowers the presser foot to allow for the insertion and removal of fabric. Feed dogs move the fabric forward and backward beneath the presser foot, aiding in even stitching. Bobbin case holds the bobbins and regulates the tension of the lower threads. Bobbin contains the lower threads which combine with the upper threads to form stitches. Bobbin winder winds thread onto the bobbins. Tension discs regulate the tension of the upper threads to ensure even stitches. Tension dials allow the adjustment of the tension applied to the upper threads for each needle. Thread guides guide the threads through various paths to maintain proper tension and prevent tangling. Thread take-up lever move up and down, helping to maintain consistent tension in the upper threads. Stitch length regulator adjust the length of the stitches for both needles simultaneously. Reverse stitch lever allows the machines to sew stitches in reverse with both needles, reinforcing the beginning and end of seams. Balance wheel lock locks the balance wheel in place to prevent unintentional movement. Hand wheel allows manual control of the needles and take up levers for precise stitching. Bobbin winding tension disc regulates the tension on the threads while winding the bobbins. Overlock machines. An overlock machine, also known as a serger, is a specialized sewing machine designed for finishing the edges of fabric. It trims the seam allowance and encases the edge with thread, preventing fraying and providing a neat and professional finish. Overlock machines are commonly used in garment construction and other sewing projects. Needle overlock machines typically have 2 to 4 needles that form the stitches. Needle clamps hold the needles in place and facilitate their movement. Looper mechanism. The loopers work in conjunction with the needles to create stitches. There are usually upper and lower loopers. Looper tension discs regulate the tension on the threads in the looper. Thread guides guide the thread through various paths to maintain proper tension and prevent tangling. Thread spools holds the threads used for stitching. Upper and lower knife blades trim the seam allowance as the fabric passes through the machine. Stitch length regulator adjusts the length of the stitches. Differential feed mechanism controls the ratio of moment between the front and rear feed dogs, preventing stretching or gathering of fabric. Feed dogs move the fabric forward and backward, ensuring even feeding. Presser foot holds the fabric in place against the feed dogs, facilitating even stitching. Stitch width adjuster controls the width of the stitches. Thread cutter cuts the thread after stitching. Tension dials adjust the tension applied to the upper and lower threads. Thread chain looper forms a chain stitch that wraps around the fabric edge. Waist tray controls fabric trimmings and excess thread. Overlock machines are versatile and are commonly used for finishing seams, creating rolled hems, sieving nets, decorative edging. Bar tracking machines. A bar tacking machine is a specialized type of sewing machine designed for creating short, closely spaced stitches in specific areas of a garment or fabric. Bar tacking is commonly used to reinforce stress points such as pocket, corners, belt loops, and areas where additional strength is needed. The needle pierces the fabric to form stitches. Needle bar moves up and down, carrying the needle and creating stitches. Needle clamp holds the needle in a place and facilitates its movement. Thread tension mechanism regulates the tension of the thread to ensure even stitches. Thread guides the thread through various paths to maintain proper tension and prevent tangling. Thread spool holds the thread used for stitching. Pressure foot holds the fabric in place against the feed dogs, ensuring even stitching. Feed dogs move the fabric forward and backward beneath the pressure foot, aiding in even stitching. Stitch length regulator adjusts the length of the stitches. Bobbin case holds the bobbins and regulates the tension of the lower thread. Bobbin winder winds thread onto the bobbin. Waist tray collects fabric trimmings and excess thread. Tension discs regulate the tension of the upper thread. Thread cutter cuts the thread after stitching. Pattern cam controls the stitching pattern or design. Bar tacking machines may have specific cams for different patterns. Pattern adjuster allows for adjustment to the bar tacking pattern such as stitch width and length. Stitch density adjuster adjusts the spacing and density of the stitches. Buttonhole making machine. A buttonhole making machine is a specialized sewing machine designed specifically for the automated creation of buttonholes. Buttonholes are openings in fabric that are reinforced to allow buttons to pass through, providing a closure for garments. Needle. The needle pierces the fabric to create the initial hole for the buttonhole. Buttonhole blade, a sharp blade or knife that cuts the fabric to form the sides of the buttonhole. Buttonhole clamp or holder holds the fabric in place during the buttonhole making process. Buttonhole guide or template provides a guide for the machine to follow, ensuring consistent and accurate buttonhole placement and size. Thread tension mechanism regulates the tension of the thread to ensure even stitching. Thread guides the thread through various paths to maintain proper tension and prevent tangling. Thread spool holds the thread used for stitching. Stitch length regulator adjusts the length of the stitches, determining the size of the buttonhole. Bobbin case holds the bobbin and regulates the tension of the lower thread. Bobbin winder winds thread onto the bobbin. Waist tray collects the fabric trimmings and excess thread. Foot pedal controls the start and stop of the sewing machine, allowing the operator to control the sewing speed. Control panel. In more advanced buttonhole machines, a control panel may be present to input specific buttonhole dimensions or patterns. Thread cutter cuts the thread after stitching. Button fixing machine. A button fixing machine, also known as button attaching machine, is a specialized piece of equipment designed for the automated attachment of buttons to fabrics. These machines streamline the button attachment process, ensuring consistent and efficient results. Button feeder holds and supplies the buttons to the machines for attachment. Needle. The needle pierces through the fabric and the button holds to the button securely. Button holder or clamp holds the button in place during the attachment process. Button guide guides the button into the correct position for attachment. Thread tension mechanism regulates the tensions of the thread to ensure even stitching. Thread guides the thread through various paths to maintain proper tension and prevent tangling. Thread spool holds the thread used for stitching. Bobbin case holds the bobbin and regulates the tension of the lower thread. Bobbin winder winds the thread onto the bobbin. Stitch length regulator adjusts the length of the stitches. Waste tray collects the fabric trimmings and excess thread. Foot pedal controls the start and stop of the sewing machine, allowing the operator to control the sewing speed. Control panel. In some advanced button fixing machines, a control panel may be used to present to input specific parameters or patterns. Thread cutter cuts the thread after stitching. Machine base and arm provide stability and support for the various components of the machine. Blind stitching machine. A blind stitching machine, also known as a blind hemming machine, is a specialized sewing machine designed for creating nearly invisible hems on fabrics. Blind stitching is a technique where the stitches are minimally visible on the fabric's right side, making it suitable for creating discreet and professional looking hems. Needle. The needle pierces the fabric to create stitches, but the majority of the stitch is hidden with the fabric layers. Needle bar moves up and down, carrying the needle and creating the stitches. Needle clamp holds the needle in place and facilitates its movement. Thread tension mechanism regulates the tension of the thread to ensure even stitching. Thread guides the thread through various paths to maintain proper tension and prevent tangling. Thread spool holds the thread used for stitching. Presser foot holds the fabric in place against the feed dogs, ensuring even stitching. Feed dogs move the fabric forward and backward beneath the presser foot, aiding in even stitching. Stitch length regulator adjusts the length of the stitches. Bobbin case holds the bobbins and regulates the tension of the lower thread. Bobbin winder winds the thread onto the bobbin. Waste tray collects fabric trimmings and excess thread. Fold guide or hemming guide guides the fabric to create the proper fold for a blind hem. Adjustable guide or gauge allows the adjustment with the hem width, ensuring the stitches remain hidden with the folded fabric. Foot pedal controls the start and stop of the sewing machine, allowing the operator to control the sewing speed. Thread cutter cuts the thread after stitching. Fabric examining machine. A fabric examining machine, also known as a fabric inspection machine or fabric examining table, is a specialized equipment designed for the visual inspection and examination of fabrics. It is commonly used in the textile industries to assess the quality, defects, and characteristics of fabrics before they are further processed or used in the garment production. Inspection table provides a flat and well-lit surface for laying out and examining fabrics. Lightning system illuminates the fabric evenly, ensuring proper visibility for inspection. Roller system or conveyor allows the fabric to be rolled out smoothly for inspection, facilitating the examination process. Tension control mechanism maintains consistent tension on the fabric during inspection, preventing distortion or stretching. Fabric alignment guides helps align the fabric properly for a systematic examination. Magnifying glass or inspection loop enables inspector to closely examine the fabric for the fine details or defects. Edge sensor detects the irregularities or consistencies at the edges of the fabric. Defect detection system. Automated system may include cameras or sensors to detect and highlight defects such as stains, holes, or weaving irregularities. Measuring scale or grid. A marked scale or grid on the table helps assess dimensions, patterns, or print alignments. Control panel allows the operator to adjust lighting conditions, control conveyor speed, and activate any automated defect detection systems. Roll to roll system. Some fabric examining machines are integrated with a roll to roll system, allowing continuous inspection of fabrics on rolls. Fabric accumulator or inspection bin allows the fabric sections to be accumulated or closer examination without interrupting the inspection process. Special attachment. A special attachment for sewing machines or additional components or devices that can be added to a sewing machine to extend its functionality or enable it to perform specific tasks. These attachments enhance the versatility of the sewing machine. Walking foot. A walking foot attachment is used for sewing multiple layers of fabric or slippery materials. It ensures even feeding of the fabric layers to prevent shifting. Quilting guide attaches to presser foot and helps maintain even spacing when quilting. It is useful for creating straight or parallel lines of stitching. Free motion quilting foot enables free motion quilting by allowing the fabric to be moved freely in any direction. It's ideal for creating intricate quilting designs. Embroidery attachment attaches to the sewing machines to convert it into an embroidery machine. It allows for the precising stitching of intricate designs. Buttonhole attachment used for creating consistent and accurate buttonholes. It may include multiple templates for various buttonhole sizes. Hemming foot facilitates the creation of narrow hems, making it easier to achieve professional looking finishes on garments.